from the local Nords. Others returned home after the Red Year, when Vardenfell erupted and caused much destruction. Winterhold itself died in the years between then and now. What's left out there is a husk. Only the college really remains. I'd better get going.
I'm always available should you need me, Archmage. Actually, yes, Archmage. I believe there is. We've been contacted by the Jarl of Riften. It would seem there's some sort of disturbance. From what few details we were given, it sounds quite familiar. I suspect that the power released by the Eye of Magnus was not fully contained and has coalesced in this part of Skyrim. I do hope you still have the Staff of Magnus someplace. I suspect you're going to need it. All right, then.
I still need some help, if you can spare the time. I'd better get going.
Tolfdir is Master Wizard. Certainly didn't anticipate that. And to think Mirabelle questioned my allowing you into the college. I can just imagine the look on her face now. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
Mama, you're home! Let's play a game. Aww. Mama! You got me a present? Really? Oh, stop teasing me. Hmm? Hmm?
Lead on, then. Yes, as you wish.
Honor to you, my Thane. Fine, love. I think the fresh air does wonders for all of us. And this house, it's just perfect.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You might run into some of them lizard folk in Rift.
Hofgrir is a great teacher. I've learned so much about horses from him.
I'll give it a try. Thanks very much. All right, then.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capitals. My carriage is the safest way to travel. You can get a room at the Bee and Barb, but mind your coin purse. It's no secret that Eve's Guild makes its home here. Oh, and if you meet Maeve and Blackbriar, stay on her good side. This is her city, and nobody else's. All right, then.
Yes, Sarah? Fine. What? What? Will do. That it?
Guide me!
I never would have suspected that the eye could be so dangerous. Toftir is right, isn't he? Magic really can overwhelm you.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope. Very good. I'm sure the Jarl will be quite pleased. Pleased enough to justify the significant amount of gold offered to the college to rectify the problem. I think it only fitting that the Archmage personally receive a large portion of the reward. Well done.
I still need some help, if you can spare the time. Exactly as I said it would. Now, are you ready to try again? I am confident it will work this time. Good, good. It'll be worth it, I assure you. Okay, now don't move at all. Oh my. That isn't right. Just wait. I can fix this. Oh no, that's not it at all. Let me try again. This really isn't turning out the way I'd hoped. I'll get it right this time, I swear. There. All better. Well, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? Oh, no, it hasn't. Let's be honest. I have a long way to go before I'm ready for the kind of advanced magic I've been attempting. But at least I know where to start now. Thank you. You've been a great help to me.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass. Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice. No, and at this rate, I never shall. Enther is once again holding out on me. He refuses to deliver yet another item absolutely essential to my work. I am close, so close. You must force him to see reason. I don't know. I've already agreed to pay him quite handsomely for the item in question. Just do whatever it takes to get him to stop lording this over me.
I'm quite pleased that we're back to business as usual. Purposely killing your fellow college members is a bad idea. I'd advise against it. Theft and assault can get you into trouble as well. As for research, well, a sufficient explanation will cover almost anything. If you're going to need live test subjects for your experiments, it's easier to do that off of college grounds. Oh, by the divines, you too? I've already told him I don't have it! Nothing! Nothing at all! Arniel already overpaid for whatever it is. You're not listening to me. I don't have it. I set up the whole deal. A courier was supposed to be bringing it from Morrowind. He never arrived. Okay? The deal was already done. The thing just never showed up. I can't help that. I don't know. Are you not listening at all? It was a simple task, so I didn't keep close tabs on it, like I do with the dangerous stuff. Last I'd heard, he was crossing the border from Morrowind into the Rift. If you're getting involved in this, that would be where you'd start looking. Why is this suddenly so important, anyway? I don't know! He never told me! He made most of the arrangements himself. He just needed it transported from Morrowind. That's what I agreed to help with. If I'd known it was so important to him, I'd have charged him more. All right, then.
Huh?
What the? I thought about becoming a bandit. I decided I preferred clean clothes and fresh meat. What the?
The orc is down, and bid the elf goodbye. For none, 'twas not for show, and someone had to die.
We're one of the same kind. As you wish. Yes, C.R.M.O? I am the shadow at your back.
Is someone there?
Time to
Scout to the north!
Should have known she was mine.
She said she'd wait for me. Wait.
Dar said. Use your smarts, he said. Like I'm supposed to figure out which college he meant.
Someone there?
college, Darcy. Use your smarts, he said. Like I'm supposed to figure out which college. Start keeping a knife in my boot. Time to get this. Once was a woman as fair as an evening of springtime in old C.R.M.O. Mead. Kill him to get some beer every now and then. Stupid bees and their stupid honey. Go to college, what was he thinking? Use your smarts. Thought never saw me pull that ace out of my boot. I'm supposed to figure out which college he meant. Did you hear something?
Time to end this little game.
I'm getting...
It's...
This is...
Huh? Time to end this little game.
was a woman as fair as an evening of springtime in old Stroh's Mackay. Picking pockets. Now that's someone that... take and go. Don't sound like much fun. Time to end this little game.
Hey, be
Mount
careful!
your head!
Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice. The dagger? Duh! By Akatosh, they didn't even wrap it correctly. You didn't touch it, did you? Well, no. Of course you must have. Did you attempt to wield it? And you're not dead? Gods, it's a wonder it's in one piece. This is not just a dagger. This is a dwarven artifact beyond nearly all value. A singular instrument of immense power. A tool of impossible import. Keening and its counterpart Sunder, used by the tonal architects of the Dwemer to tap into the heart of Lorcan. Now we see whether my theories are correct. I apologize if I have not been clear about my work. I didn't want to discuss it for fear this moment might never come. Everyone knows the dwarves disappeared. No one knows why. This little experiment is a first step in recreating the events of their disappearance in an effort to unravel that mystery. Lacking the heart of a dead god, I'm substituting the crystal you helped craft in its place. I also lack Sunder, the counterpart to the dagger Keening. I am reasonably confident, however, that this will still work. I certainly don't expect it to have quite the same results. I'm no tonal architect, of course. Well, I suppose it's time, isn't it? Let's see what happens. You may want to stand back a step or two. But please, don't leave. You've been instrumental in this process. I'd like you to see the results firsthand. Right then, That didn't really do anything, did it? Perhaps a little harder. I don't understand. This should produce some notable effect. Work, damn you!
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim. I think we could blow up half of Eastmarch, and people would still come to us for enchantments. All right, then.
Huh?
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Whatever you need, Dragonborn, just say the word.
What do you need?
I own the Pelagia farm just outside the city walls. Nimriel takes good care of things for me.
Yes? Fine. What? What? Will do. That it?
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of finest meats.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter
Those
in
green
my
apples
arms,
you sold me the other day
I
were
know I made the right
delicious.
choice.
Aren't they? I always set some aside for myself when the traders bring them up from the south.
I'm sure you could charge double for those and still sell them all within a week.
You're right. I'll have to remember that the next time I get a shipment in.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of
Did you
ribs.
raise your prices, Carlotta?
I work with my mother.
The farmers
Sell
in
fruits
charge
and
Not easy
vegetables.
being a woman in
It's fun most days.
You know, I could have gone into that sanctuary, killed all those dark Brotherhood types. But I was sick that day.
Half because the Jarl needed soldiers. Now the bandits are bolder than ever.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Oh yes, hunting is my great passion. That's why my brother and I opened a shop to sell hunting supplies. It's the Drunken Huntsman, down by the main gate. He tends the store, and I've got this stall. Good hunting.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorald. They say he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those battle-born, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. Those battle-born, they...
From the wilds.
It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
I miss the days when the Greymanes and Battleborns got along. Ever since the war started, we've been at each other's throats.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avrelstein, put that down. She's here to help us find Thorald.
How do we know she's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here?
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So, you're here to help?
Planning any trouble?
I know that Thorald's not dead. I just know it. The Imperials have him and are keeping him somewhere, but I don't know where. Those damned Battleborns, they know something. They're hiding it. They practically taunt us with it. They must have some sort of proof. There's gotta be something in that house of theirs. I just know it. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help. The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family, I'm sure of it. Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive, I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. Best if you didn't mention to anyone that you saw me here.
Thorald's disappearance has left our family in shambles. It's hardly a secret that they have ties to the Empire and hate anyone who speaks out against it. Thorald did worse. He took action against the Empire, and the Battleborns knew it. He's my son. I feel it in my heart. Oh, you'd understand if you had children. I can tell you're new around here asking a question like that. My husband, Eorland, tends the Skyforge up at Jorvaskr, the Companion's Mead Hall. Oh, there's no finer smith in the Nine Halls. You should ask him about his work. It's the only subject that'll get him talking. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing Battleborns. Head up the steps from the market and look to your right. Can't miss it. You take care of yourself now.
can barely tolerate our presence on Earth. Today, they take away your faith. But what of tomorrow? What then? Do the elves take your homes? Your businesses? Your children? Your very lives? And what does the Empire do? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing. The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Dalmor against its own people. Rise up! Rise up!
Is it not allowed? It's not exactly forbidden, so it's not good. So that's that.
Got a lot of steel to shape. The Skyforge? Aye, my clan fathers have worked it since the first Greymanes came to Whiterun. Skyforge steel is all the companions will use, for good reason. By Ismir, are you thick or just too new to know better? The companions are the oldest, most honored band of warriors in Skyrim. Whiterun was built around their horn, Jorvaska. Don't reckon they could use you, but stranger things have happened. Why? Who says I have to be? Skyforge steel is my art and honor. The companions need the best, so they come to me. Are you blind, girl? I'm a blacksmith. Any halfwit could see that. Gods be praised.
Here to be a companion? Well, they just let me in, so there's probably no more room. Are you kidding? I've wanted to be with them since I was a little girl. Haven't you heard the stories of Kodlak and Skjor fighting off the 101 orc berserkers? Skjor says it was more like 40, but he's just being modest. Where else would I want to be but here? Learning from them, fighting at their sides. Only the most famous warrior band in all of Skyrim. Have you been living with the Horkers? When we arrive, blood is spilled and our blades sing to the glories of Ysgramor. This is life, sister. The struggle is what reminds us to draw breath. The Circle are the ones who parcel out the jobs. That's Ayla, Skjor, and the brothers, Farkas and Vilkas. Kodlak advises them, but he doesn't really give orders. Good day.
You don't belong here. What do you think you have to offer? Yes?
so I wouldn't have to answer stupid questions from idiots. Are you looking to join? I wouldn't get your hopes up. The short answer is, we fight. The long answer is... forget it. You're not worth my time. You don't just waddle in here and get to speak to the boss. Who do you think you are? If you want to embarrass yourself, I won't stop you. Kodlak is the Harbinger. He's the closest thing you'll find to a leader around here. All right, then.
Haven't seen your face before. I'm watching you. I learned the ways of the blade in the Great War. Nearly lost my life outside the Imperial City. I came home to Skyrim when it was all over, but I wasn't much good at anything other than fighting. Wandered around as a blade for hire. It was a damned good one, too. The money was good, and the women were good, and the drinks were good. But I was losing myself, my heart. I was lucky the companions found me. Now there's a reason to be fighting. The honor of my brothers and sisters is worth more than coin. Of course the money is still good. And the drinks. None of our business. There's no honor to be had in the squabbling of Jarls. Ask any fool around here and get a different answer. Mercenaries, warriors of honor, brothers and sisters of the blade, drunken rabble. Take your pick. I've been here longer than most of them. Even I don't know sometimes. I just hope they don't kill each other. So you think you have what it takes? Lucky for you, I'm not the one who makes that decision. Talk to Kodlak. Who knows? Maybe he's in a generous mood. Until next time. I've got a bad grip on my shield. Did you take a look at it?
I'm a warrior, not a blacksmith.
Can't you just tell me if the grip is bad?
If Eorland made it, it's more likely you're gripping it wrong. Find me tomorrow and we can go over it. You don't belong here. What do you think you have to offer?
I'd be dead if not for Vignor. He took me in and helped me turn my life around.
Oh, I'm just a servant, dear. You want to talk to one of the companions, I'm sure.
Divide! Trust in me, my king. Trust in Heinz. For I am the chosen of Talos. I alone have been anointed by the night to spread his...
When the Empire surrendered to the Aldmeri Dominion, they shamed us all. We Greymaids have been feuding with the Battleborns for years. There's no more bitter enemy than an old friend. Aye, we used to be fast friends, though it was long ago. We were two of the city's oldest and most respected clans, and we could trace our histories all the way back to C.R.M.O's companions. But then Ulfred got rich and decided he and his kin were too good for us simple, backwards Nord folk. When the troubles began, he took the Empire's side. We haven't spoken much since then. Aye, they're an old clan like ours, but they cast their lot with the Empire when the uprising began. Ulfred Battleborn made his money from farming, and got himself some new friends among the Empire's nobles. Now he's in the Emperor's pocket like the rest of them, with no regard for honor and tradition. Oh, we've got an old saying. The Grey Manes have lived in Whiterun since the first snows fell in Skyrim. Well, maybe that's not entirely true, but our clan's got a long and proud history in this old. We respect the old ways, the Nord ways, and the Grey Mane has worked the Skyforge since before the time of my grandfather's father. No, they used to be something. Nowadays, they just squabble amongst themselves. Take my advice and keep away. You look too smart to get caught up with this bunch. Well, when you get to be my age, you don't remember why you did much of anything. Only that it happened. I was done talking anyway.
Nay, worse than nothing. The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Dalmor against its own people.
No lollygagging.
Rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up, Stormcloaks. Embrace the word of mighty Talos. He who is all man and divine.
Looking to do some hunting? Avoid Brittleshin Pass. It's southeast of here. You know, I could have gone into that sanctuary, killed all those Dark Brotherhood types. But I was, sick that day.
I work with my mother to sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
Nas, Yanir!
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock.
Do you have news? Did you find something? I knew it. Let me see, please. The Thalmor. By the 9, it's worse than I thought. So, North Watch Keep. Then we know where to hit him. I'll do anything if it means saving my brother. You'll join us, won't you? Thorald can't be left to those monsters. Are you sure? I doubt you stand a chance against the Thalmor. I can have a group of men ready at a moment's notice. Many would be willing to help rescue my brother. Very well. I'll give you a chance. But if you can't do it, I will.
I ain't much for talking.
I'm staying out of this.
Is that the best you can do? No.
You there. What are you doing? I never thought I'd see another friendly face again. We need to get to safety as soon as possible. Let's move. I cannot thank you enough for rescuing me from this place. I suspect I'd never again see the light of day otherwise. But why would you risk your life for me, a stranger? Of course, I should have known. This was all Abelstein's idea, wasn't it? Where is he? A wise decision, but I fear he may not be safe there anymore. They'll go looking for me, and Whiterun will be the first place they search. I cannot stay. Not here. Not in Whiterun. It likely won't be safe for Avelstein either. Our best hope now is to fall in with the ranks of the Stormcloaks. But would you do me a favor? Tell my mother to suffer the winter's cold wind, for it bears aloft next summer's seeds. She'll know what it means. I thank you again, friend. You've given me my life back. I must be on my way now. Gods, I've lost count of the days. It feels like an age has passed. I wish I could believe that I'd have held out forever against their torture, but I can't be so sure. Now, thanks to you, I needn't worry anymore. I'm not sure. At first they accused me of being a Stormcloak, a secret Talos worshipper. They wanted a confession. To what didn't matter. They simply wanted me to admit to something. I think they wanted to break me, use me as a way to get to the rest of the Greymane family. I gave them no such pleasure. Please, get word to my mother.
What do you need? Divine smile on you, friend.
Do you hunt? The plains outside Whiterun are ripe with game.
From what I hear, you're the one gave the Thalmor a black eye. You sure know how to pick your enemies, don't you?
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
Please tell me you have news of my son. Is he? You've saved him? Oh, I must see him at once. What? After all this, I can't even see him? How do I know you're telling me the truth and not just what I want to hear? For it bears aloft next summer's seeds. That's my boy. So it's true then. For now it's enough to know that he's alive. I can find peace in that. Thank you, dear friend. You've given me back my son. I'd had Eorlund forge this for Thorald. It was to be a present for his return. I suppose he can't have it now. Why don't you take it? We can always make another for the day when this war ends and Thorald can come home. No, nor do I expect to. Would be too dangerous for now. It's enough for me to know that he's out there somewhere, and not locked up like some animal in a cage. You take care of yourself now. I hope your parents are proud of you. They have a lot of reason to be.
I've got a recipe for venison stew that I want to try out. Will you have venison anytime soon?
Shiny
Certainly. I'll be sure to bring some back for you the next time I go hunting.
Make it quick, and there might be a bowl of hot stew in it.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, I actually advise the Jarl on political matters. My input is invaluable, of course. But this is all probably a bit over your head.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest holiday meats.
Isolde, was it? What brings you to the market?
I'm here to buy food, Nazim. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
Owning a farm does have its advantages.
It's a bobble.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you. Fine. What? What? Will do. That it?